You have no idea the amount of ignorant mess we're about to get into right now.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
And Terrence.
What's up?
All right, guys, we're back. This is episode 144 for Tyrel. This is the 2018 film starring Jason Mitchell about a man who goes into a secluded cabin in the Catskill Mountains. I guess that's in upstate New York. His name is Tyler, and he joins his white friends, or one white friend and a bunch of other white guys, for a weekend of debauchery as friendships are tested. So this movie isn't on a lot of people's radar because it's a very indie film. I would say to check it out. You can rent it, by the way. So it's directed by Sebastian Silva and also written by him as well. So, Micah, I think you kind of chose this one?
Yeah, I did. Because I saw the trailer. Mm-hmm. And I got to tell you, man, I'm really disappointed with this movie.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Look, the whoever cut that trailer made it seem like Get Out, right? And it's not really fair to compare it to Get Out, but I kind of had that going in. And when I realized, okay, this won't have like a science fiction element in it, right? I was like, all right, well, there's this black guy who is in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of white guys. He feels othered, and the way that trailer was cut, it was cut kind of like not horror, but something a little more than what it actually is. I was thinking that Tyler would end up like the Jack Torrance character in The Shining. You know what I mean? Like that there would be so many little microaggressions that he would just kind of go fucking crazy. Because that's how I don't know about y'all, but that's how I feel sometimes, right? Like
sure.
Like someone look, I'm
just listening.
So it's like
Terrence is like yes.
My name isn't Tyrel. It's Tyler, right?
Or Tyrone.
Right. And they do that once, right? And
at the very beginning.
At the very beginning,
damn
they
don't catch it.
Right. And look, my name is Micah. I don't like my name, but God damn it, you will pronounce my name correctly. Like, fuck that, right? And when you don't, like, that shit irks me, man.
Yeah, like when you spell my name wrong.
Right, like when...
There's nothing... your name is fundamental to who you are. So,
right.
Yeah, it's a reason why people get attitudes about it.
And I was thinking that this movie would be full of little microaggressions. And Tyler would just, like, flip the fuck out and just go crazy. And none of that happened. What actually happened in this film is... what would actually happen in real life. like
that's not fun.
I mean, and look, I get it, but like this isn't a documentary. Like if you're using film to speak on real life, mm-hmm. like speak about something that means something. I mean, you don't have to do it in like one of them comic book movies. They don't have to mean anything. But
you mean like they didn't have to like end up like horse people at the end? Or...
Right. Like it didn't have to.
Surprise!
Like I think this movie had potential to really say something, and it didn't. And then I thought to myself, I bet you a white man wrote and directed this. And then I looked at this guy. First of all, I looked at his name and was like, well, of course he's white. And then I clicked on the link and I said, of course. And that's what he looks like. And look, that makes me a racist, and I'm a fucking racist, yo. But I was very, very disappointed.
He's Chilean, by the way.
I was very disappointed with this movie. And I don't recommend it.
Okay. Terrence?
All right, I'm next.
Yeah.
This was a nightmare for me. Like the actual situation that he was put in. Like, he's a black dude amongst a bunch of just frat boy white guys. I'd have left.
He tried.
No,
you wouldn't have went in the first place.
Oh yeah, no, fuck that. I wouldn't have, but had I somehow gotten coerced into going there, I'd have left within like as soon as they gave me the gas and I seen that nigga jump out the back of the truck, I'm like, nope, fuck you. I'm leaving. I'm going home. You can find your way back. This is my car. I'm good. I'm going. But yeah, you're right. Like nothing. Like this movie irked me because of these situations. I mean, everybody was fine. I feel like the only reason why I know that this was a movie is because I know there's three actors in the movie that I recognize. Him, Jason Mitchell,
that
Michael Cera,
and
Caleb Landry Jones or whatever the fuck his name is. Had it just been a whole bunch of like nobodies, I don't think this shit was a documentary.
Yeah.
It's just fucking like weird. Like, yo, it made me very uncomfortable, which I think that may have been what it was
exactly
supposed to do.
Yeah.
But like uncomfortable in a way was like, yo, I don't like you Cowtown, my nigga. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. I understand you're trying to fit in. Don't do that. You don't have to fit in for these white motherfuckers. You just don't. You could leave.
Yeah, it's true.
Like they're his friends, not yours.
Right.
Like, he's too fucking nice.
Friends. Yep.
You're right. I don't think I would recommend it either. Like, I didn't have a good time.
It's not a
watching it.
It's not a bad movie.
Everyone was fine. The performances were fine. It was shot weirdly. Like it had this weird like distortion going on from time to time. I was like,
yeah, we'll talk about that. I think it is on purpose.
Yeah, I was fucking weird. But overall, I mean, if you black and you want to feel uncomfortable, go ahead and watch it. But like, it doesn't really do anything.
Okay.
It just doesn't. I was just pissed off the whole fucking time watching this movie. Like, stop, please.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. I wouldn't do that. No, I'm leaving. Like that was me the whole time watching it. Like
she's like whispering in his ear, "Go,
yeah,
get out of here, get out."
Like, yeah,
that's funny.
So I don't even want to rate it. Like, because again, it's fine, but
it's a fine. It's not the worst movie I've seen this year.
Yeah, the worst movie you've seen this year is probably fucking Tales from the Crypt 2 or Tales from the Hood 2.
Yeah, that's not fair. It is exactly the word. You don't have to like fucking is it or is it?
I wasn't here for that review. That movie was fucking terrible, and they were absolutely correct. I lasted 30 minutes and I was done.
You watched that first story.
I watched the first story. It was like, no, this is the worst shit I've ever seen, and cut it off. And I'm like, I refuse to do this movie.
I'm leaving. See, you were like, get out. I love this movie. I thought it was great. I did. So I agree with you. Yeah, it's interesting. So Jason Mitchell, obviously I recognize, and I think Jason Mitchell is a fucking star. And I think it's crazy that he is not already a bigger name. Like everything I've ever seen him in, I've absolutely loved him in it.
He knocks it out of the park.
Every fucking time, man. Like he is just so good. Christopher Abbott, I recognize, who's his buddy in the movie. I just recognize him. I don't really know his work. Apparently he's on the show The Sinner, I think. Michael Cera, obviously everyone knows. Caleb Landry Jones is just the creepiest dude on planet Earth. He needs a haircut and a bath, like 9 of them, and then maybe I can see him in something that he's not a creep. Like people are like, he should play these other characters' movies. I was like, nah, yo, because I'm just like that character's a racist.
Unless he's playing the Rat King, he shouldn't be in anything because he looks like a roach.
Nah, dude, he creeps me out. He makes me uncomfortable. And then I recognize the guy who plays Eli, Michael Zegan, who you definitely recognize because he's the husband from Miss Maisel. Yeah. Which is just weird seeing him in this movie. I was like, hey, you're not a 1950s Jewish stereotype.
Yeah.
It was weird. Yeah, but I love this movie. I thought it was really good. And I think the reason I like this movie so much is because it wasn't about, I like that it wasn't about a supernatural thing or had a major freak out or whatever. It was, to me, it showed the nightmare scenario, like you said, of what it's like to be in a situation where you're around people who are not like, that are culturally very different from you, of what that is. I mean, in this case, it just happens to be a black dude in a sea of white guys. What I also like, though, is there isn't an antagonist. There isn't. Like, if you know, there is no antagonist. No one really did anything to him that a bunch of buddies wouldn't, like, take Jason Mitchell's character out.
Yeah.
A bunch of buddies hanging out, whether they're white or black. You drink too much, you smoke too much maybe, you're somebody goofing around, you and your buddy start wrestling or whatever, it gets a little too serious, dude, we good. Yeah, you might not, but that's super common. Like take Jason Mitchell's character out. Nothing that those guys did is uncommon.
That's some white people shit to me.
What's
I'm
that?
gonna be a racist. That's some white people shit to me.
No, I don't think so. I think you're wrong. I think if it was 5 or 6 black dudes in a house just smoking and drinking, you don't think anybody would like get into an argument, maybe like fuck around? They're singing REM. Yeah, that's not music that black folks listen to, but they wouldn't be rapping to Biggie or some shit like that was on. It's the same. It's the same thing.
But
my thing is, all right, you can take Jason Mitchell's character out. Everything that happened to Jason Mitchell felt like it was Jason Mitchell's fault to me.
No, see, I didn't think so at all.
Like he is like, I understand being othered, and I understand being someplace where you don't necessarily wanna, but one, it seems like he didn't try.
Try to what?
Try to have a little bit of fun. Hey, we're playing a game. You want to play? Nah, yo, I ain't about that, yo.
That's what you just said you would do.
So, right. And whose fault is that? Like, why are you there?
Like I said, as soon as them niggas jumped out the truck, I'd have left.
Exactly.
No, but see, I don't think that's a realistic response. If you already go there, yeah, he's uncomfortable because he's like, look, I don't want to play that game that they're playing because it's a thing. He's an outsider. So it's a super weird thing for him. To me, one of the best scenes that is no level of conflict that to me shows like the crux of the film is them all sitting around and they're listening to fucking REM and they're all singing along to it. He doesn't know the song because he's not a part of that culture. They're not doing anything to other him. It's not his fault. He's just a part of that. He's not a part of that culture. If you took the whitest of white dudes, Brad, and you and all your buddies went out, and not us because we're fucking dorks, right? But like. And you put Brad in a situation, everybody is like rapping to whatever fucking rap song from the 90s, and Brad doesn't know it. Brad's gonna sit there and get the fucking Brad face and just be like, he's gonna be uncomfortable. That's not his fault. That's not the fault of the other people.
I didn't have a problem with that.
But that's my point. Okay. That's what I like about the movie is because you could take Mitchell and replace Jason Mitchell with a white guy and put in a series of all Asian dudes or something like that. It's just a matter of that conflict exists because our cultures are different. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I get that, right? I get that. I experience that, right?
Right.
I guess if you don't experience it, maybe you can get something from it.
I have been on things like this.
Right.
I've been on camping trips, which I don't do camping. But anymore.
I've been in this exact situation, and it's fucking boring. And to sit
you
here,
also don't drink,
and
too.
to sit here and watch Jason Mitchell just kind of sulk around and I've seen Jason Mitchell be othered and be not necessarily antagonized, but there was a clip of him in a plane and he flipped the fuck out. And I can't remember what the situation was, but I don't think it was something super duper serious. I think it was something that he kind of took a little too personally.
Right.
I get what this movie's trying to do. I think they could have done a little more to it was like watching a documentary. It was like me being there, bored, just as Jason Mitchell was there bored.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think he was necessarily bored. I thought he did a lot of drinking and things like that to try at first to be more comfortable and then to fit in because they were all drinking like excessively. That's a very white boy thing to do. But then he goes too far, which is a very common thing, right? You're trying to just get past like, oh, let me just try to fit in, and then he goes too far. And then it fucking blows up in his face.
And maybe it is because I don't drink. I'd have been gone.
Yeah, you've never been drunk and you don't drink.
I've been drunk like once or twice.
Yeah, see, yeah. Young buck.
And look, if you got a drink to have a good time, look, this is a sober man saying this shit. But if you got a drink to have a good time,
this is some sober shit.
What do you like? Are you really having a good time?
Yeah, but drinking also lowers your inhibitions. And if you are feeling very uncomfortable, this is why people drink heavily when they're young, right? When they go to a party and it's like, you got to dance, and they're like, no. And then they drink a bunch and they're out there fucking doing whatever dance. It's just because it lowers your inhibitions. That's all it does. It allows you to not have all that societal heavy shit on you and go make an ass of yourself. And hopefully no one records and puts it on social media for the rest of your life. That's what it is.
And I understand. I see your point. I just didn't like the situation. Just pissed me off.
See, I would have thought that you would have gotten I would have thought you would have gotten out of this movie like, this is, like you said, this is your nightmare scenario.
Yeah, this is exactly why I don't hang around white people. No offense. Like, it just is. Like, I
get it.
I'm out of place. Y'all start playing these weird fucking games, like that whole, like, accent game. It was like,
Yo, that shit was funny to me, man.
But it's not, to me, the funny thing about that scene is that it's not unheard of that we wouldn't do the same thing.
I know. That's why it was funny.
Like, to me, I was like, him like, oh, let's do the black accent. I'm like, why are you going to write that down if a black dude's there? Like, that doesn't seem like a good move. But, like, that's not something that black people wouldn't do.
Yo,
Like,
I thought that
is.
shit was hilarious.
Like, oh, China man, ching, ching, ching. Like, we would. We're assholes too. We are capable of being assholes too.
Oh, yeah.
And that to me is why I think I like the movie, is because every moment that was fucking awkward, he's like, what the fuck are they doing? I'm thinking, yo, there is a variation of that we would absolutely do. We just would. Like, oh, now do the white guy voice, Brad. And he'd be like, hey, everybody. Like,
He would talk.
he'd be like, I don't know what this is.
Welcome
And
to Dense Pixels. I'm Brian.
Right, exactly. That's it.
yeah.
And by the way, that is the quintessential white guy voice. It's Brad's voice.
Yeah, just Brad. He's quintessential white guy. It's Brad, Jesus, and Tom Hanks, and one of them ain't white. So those are the three white people. Those are the three white people that everybody needs to model themselves after if you are a white guy.
There you go. Tom Hanks and then Brad is a tight second. And Jesus isn't real.
And then
so it
Jesus,
doesn't matter.
but he ain't really white. He just light. You know what I mean?
Or real. Anyway, let's go through.
I
I feel like there was a Jesus. I just feel like his stories were embellished a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And the fact that he
walking
would,
on water, like, nah, yo, he was walking over a puddle, yo. Like,
you don't think it's weird that he was born on the same day as Horus, the previous Jesus figure of a different religion? Just a happenstance?
When was he born?
Like, it's
Maybe
like the
like
same. It's the
April or some
same.
shit like that.
Like it's like the same. It's the same like birth, or roughly in the same birth date and everything else.
Well, look, I'm born on the same day as Tom Hanks. That don't make me the quintessential white guy.
Doesn't it?
If it did, I would have loved this movie.
Maybe you would have.
John and Tyler are pushing their car. It ran out of gas, and they stop to talk to a local in the Catskills named Sylvia.
That's
Again,
that's Aunt Lydia from Handmaid's Tale. Run. She hates women.
the rest of the crew, who are all white, happen to show up.
But hold on, before you jump past that, like, it's interesting because she's overly accommodating to him.
Yes.
Like, she hugs him and everything else. She's overly accommodating to Tyler, and to the white guy, she's like, what's up? Like, she basically gives him the head nod. Like,
She didn't hug
no.
John?
She gave him a handshake.
Yeah, no, she was very, like, kind of fuck up, which is important later, because then you go, oh, okay, I get why that is.
Plus, some white people, when they want to let black people know that they're not racist.
No, I think that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
She was like, no, are we down?
I don't trust you, yo. I don't trust you. I don't hate you, but I don't trust you.
It would ring very weird to me.
Yeah.
Like, if I was taught, I'd be like, why are you like it? Like, it's obvious that you're being overly accommodating.
Yeah. The rest of the crew show up, full of a bunch of white dudes. Introductions are made. One of the guys calls Tyler Tyrel, and I was like, okay, it begins. It begins. They're getting ready to fucking do this. Like, all right. And no, that's the only time it happened.
My name is Tyler. Like, oh, sorry, I fucked up.
My bad. Like, oh, okay, that was very reasonable.
I just don't like that guy's face, man.
Who?
Caleb Landry Jones. I don't like. He makes me uncomfortable. Like, I gotta fight that nigga if I see him in the street. Like,
He looks
what
like
is his problem, yo?
he looks like he would tie a black person to the back of a car and just start driving.
Yo, when he came down when they were in the fucking pickup and he starts like whipping around the.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, yo, what is happening? Like, Jason Mitchell, you gonna have to fight your way out of this. Like, I don't know.
Caleb Landry Jones is his character's name is Pete. Tyler tells Pete that it's good to meet him, and Pete is offended that Tyler doesn't remember him. Apparently, Pete thought that he met Tyler someplace, but he was mistaken.
Yeah, again, I think that speaks to the like all y'all look alike kind of thing. I think that's partially what they're touching on.
Yeah,
and also Pete's just general obsession and creepiness of like, you sure we didn't meet? We sure? And even his buddy's like, no, nigga, y'all ain't meet. Could you just fucking take it easy? Like, that was just fucking strange.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. One of the characters in the movie is gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what his real name is?
What, like Dylon or something like that?
No, it's it's Roddy Bottom.
Yeah. Okay, that's fucking
He had a shirt with his
his real name.
Yeah, with his real name.
But his last name is Bottom.
because he's in a band and he's gay, so he's a bottom.
That's
Is,
hilarious.
is that the joke you're making?
Yeah.
That's very funny to me.
Roddy,
But anyway.
Roddy Bottom the Third.
Wow. This is part of the bottom client.
Yeah.
There's a whole group of bottoms.
Bunch of bottom bitches, if you will.
Just a room full of dudes who are bottoms.
Nothing's getting
What's
done.
going to happen?
Yeah, nothing's getting done. Got to come together.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
He's a San Francisco alternative metal band.
Oh.
Oh, he was in Faith No More? Oh, I did. Okay, wow. I really didn't know that.
Is
That's
that a
interesting.
band or a movie?
That is a band. It's a very famous band, actually.
Is it a Christian band?
That is not a Christian
Oh,
band.
okay.
You never heard that song, Head Like a Hole? Yeah, it's a super famous song. Anyway, go ahead.
The crew eventually make it to the house. They all get drunk and start playing a game involving saying a movie line in a bunch of different accents. They say the line from Silence of the Lambs and puts lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again. And they are the other people have to guess the accent, right? And Tyler does a British accent, and
It's one of the worst British accents I've ever heard.
it's pretty damn bad.
Yeah, it's because he's super embarrassed. He's like, "It was the lotion on the skin, governor." Like, no, this is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. One quick thing. So, what is the guy's name? Devin.
Roddy Bottom.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want to say his name again.
Oh, okay.
But yes, Mr. Bottom, Dylan.
Gaiman.
Cox McGee. So yeah, he is gay, which is also an interesting perspective, right? Is to have one guy who is in their culture, but then not.
Yeah.
Like, right. And so it's interesting because once Tyler realizes that he is gay, he tries to connect with him more than anyone else. He's like, look, you're an outsider, I'm an outsider. But it's like, he's not really an outsider, right? Because he's still, he might be gay, but at the end of the day, he's still a white guy. So he still has the same general cultural experiences that they have.
Yeah, it's
which
like
is
the white
interesting.
woman thing. Like, oh yeah,
Exactly.
you're a woman, but you're also white.
Yeah.
Like,
you get discriminated against, sure.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you can just kind of slide into whiteness, and then 90% of the time you can be all right.
yeah. The director is gay, and he's very outspoken, and I didn't know if, like, part of me was like, okay, well maybe this will. I was trying to find some sort of connection, but no, the Dylan or Dylon was just like one of the guys, right? Like, all these guys are just like Bernie Bros. And I don't know. Eventually,
By the way, I was wrong about the song for Faith No More, so don't message me because I don't want to hear it.
people will.
Yeah, I don't care enough.
Eventually, the black accent gets around, and Dylan, the gay dude, is uncomfortable about it, and he's just like, "What the hell is this? What am I supposed to do?" All right. Look, it puts lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again. Like,
He doesn't want to do it.
Right? He doesn't. He's like, "Oh, so what is that? A gay accent? Because you're gay and you just said it?" It's like, no, it's black. I mean, but what is a black accent? And eventually, the white guys are like,
Right.
"What is a black accent?"
Speak for all blackness. Like, I don't want to do this.
And
I mean, that's what would happen.
and
I mean,
there's little stuff like, they're like, Tyler, what do is it cool? See, Tyler approves. You can do the black accent. Like,
yeah.
little shit like that I'm just like, okay.
Yeah,
When
but
this nigga flips out, I'm keeping a tally of every time y'all say some shit like that, and then this nigga flips out, and I'm like, he flipped out because of this. He flipped out because of this. He flipped out because of this.
I don't think you would flip out though. Even if you dealt with all these microaggressions, we deal with them every day.
I deal with them all the time.
Right.
But I would probably leave. I would leave way sooner than Tyler did.
Tried to leave.
I'd have been gone way sooner.
He does something that I would not have done, which is, someone, they box me in, like my car is in between two cars. Move your car.
Yeah.
Like if I felt like I had to go, move your car.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to be like, they got me. Like,
No. I'd have made up some fucking reason and I'd have left. He had a perfect reason. My girl is giving me shit. She needs me.
I got explosive diarrhea, my nigga. Whatever. Get your car out of the way. I have to go. Tell you anything. Okay.
Yeah. So the guys.
I'm not even going to come up with an excuse. I'm like, I want to go home.
I don't want to be here.
Yeah. I'm bored. I don't trust you, motherfuckers. like I just don't.
So yeah, everybody asks Tyler, come on, do a black accent, right?
No.
And he eventually does. I'd have did it. I'd have been like, puts the lotion on his skin, or else it gets the hose again. Now fuck you. That's a black accent. Fuck out of my face.
You would have done your Will Smith accent.
No, I wouldn't have.
Nah, he wouldn't have done
I wouldn't have played.
No?
No.
You wouldn't have made fun of other people's accent?
No.
I would have.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Come on, are you kidding me?
It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Oh, yeah, I'd have done that shit.
Yeah, of course. Of course. My opportunity, my chance to make fun of other people? Yeah. I mean, have you watched the
Not
show?
around them motherfuckers.
Yeah, sure.
Not around those white folks. No.
These are your new friends.
No, they're not.
Pete is your new friend.
Who's Pete? Which one is Pete?
Caleb
The Rat King.
All right, yeah, absolutely not.
He's got a good chance of being Mole Man in a Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, buddy.
Like he's just a fucking weird looking dude.
He's a creep, man. He's a creep.
He plays the same character in every movie he's in.
It's working for him. Like it's working. I don't know.
The guys play a new game, talking without knowing. It consists of speaking on a topic as professionally as possible without knowing what the hell you're talking about. Tyler gets the subject of black holes and is told that he should be able to do it because, just sound like Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah, sound like that guy. Neil deGrasse, they didn't even know his name. He's the most famous astrophysicist in the world, and you don't know his name, but Neil deGrasse Tyson. And Tyler's like, nah, yo.
He was also terrible at this game.
He was terrible at this game.
He was like, but then there's like moons and shit. It was like, yo, you are the worst British person, and you're also the
astrophysicist.
Yeah, you are failing at this. Tyrone.
Tyler tries, but he's uncomfortable, and he leaves to go to the bathroom. Am I missing anything? Am I going too fast?
No, I think you're good right now.
Tyler drives half a mile down the road to get cell reception to make a call. And probably to get away from all his whiteness and to recharge his blackness, right? Like I would have
put on some trap music.
Yeah, I would have to do that, yo. I would have to do that.
I get it.
And
niggas are getting on my goddamn nerves.
when he comes back, the guys are just sitting around being white, right? Singing songs and smoking and drinking and just generally enjoying themselves, right? And Tyler is visibly othered.
Yeah, and this is the scene I was talking about. They're listening to REM, which may be the whitest band on the face of the earth, and yeah, they're singing along. They're like, they're enjoying. They're like, oh yeah, and they're not even saying like, hey, you don't know this song. They're not. They're just having because they've been doing this when he was gone, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, he literally like there's small moments in the movie I think are really powerful, which like. He's trying to like bob his head to it. He's like, I do not know this song. It's clear. He like clutches his hands together. He's just trying to do anything to kind of get through that moment because it's fucking. Dude, if somebody put me in a circle of people listening to fucking traditional Chinese music, I'd be like, I don't fucking know. I don't get it.
And look,
I'm not in there.
I understand what this is going for, but. As you say, Terrence, this is your nightmare scenario. I think that's a little extreme. Like, this is a nightmare for me.
Listening to REM is a nightmare.
But it's just boring. It's just boring. And I would do just what Tyler did. I would just go in my room and go to bed.
Well, and it's funny
because he's going home. Like, just I would have been like, yo, I'm not even gonna try. This is not for me. It's just not. I'm gonna go home. It's like, well, what's going on? Like, yo, I don't like none of these niggas. And like, it's not even that I don't like them. I'm just like,
You wouldn't open up your mind to try and experience something new? You are very set in your ways. You don't really
open up my mind to try something new with these motherfuckers.
REM, REM is a pretty popular band.
Okay, if it was like a people of a different nationality, if it was like Asian folks, I would have stayed.
If it was Asian folks listening to REM, would you have stayed?
I would have
That would
left.
be weird. I'd be like, yo, y'all motherfuckers are tripping. But like, if it was like,
I was gonna do a terrible impression. I'm not. I'm not.
like
That is offensive.
If it was, like,
I'm sorry, just because I thought of it. Like singing,
could have-
standing your no. Yikes.
That's fucked up. But like, no, if it was like a people of other ethnicities, I probably would have stayed.
Well, that doesn't make you a bigot. It makes you a racist still.
Yeah, that's one race. It's like all of these are fine.
Why do I need to be around them? I'm around these motherfuckers all the time. This ain't nothing new.
Again, REM is very popular.
Like, I'm like, yo, I just don't feel comfortable around them. I don't. I am sorry. I do not. And it's,
So,
it's
but that's it. But that's an interesting perspective, right? Which is, why is it that other cultures that are not
because they're
black,
more interesting. White people's culture is boring.
well, they don't have culture.
You're right. They steal everybody else's culture. Yeah, we might get
The
a lot.
only thing white people invented was credit, taking credit for everyone else's shit.
Yeah, that's one of the funniest fucking things.
That's a great line. That was made up by a white comedian. See, you nailed it.
That's funny. They can be funny. Yeah, like, no, man. I don't.
I've always been more comfortable around other people of color than white people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
I'll
other
give you
people of
that.
color, and I don't mean other black people. I mean other people of color of other cultures. Always. I've always found it much easier. And I think I don't want this to come off as the wrong way, because I'm not worried about offending anyone. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. But like I wanted to come off in the way that I actually mean it, which is I find that cultures of color tend to be much more open.
And interesting.
I mean, interesting is, it is what it is.
And
Like,
interesting.
some people like sitting around drinking and smoking. I know a lot of black people, that's all they do. They don't do anything. But just from a perspective of, like, black people, we are a very accepting culture.
Too accepting.
I would argue that is largely true. Right. So I always find that other cultures of color tend to be accepting, like pretty accepting. Now, of course, that's not 100% across everything. I mean, there are racist people everywhere, or, people who, want to keep to themselves and everything. But I do always find that, like, for instance, like Caribbean culture, not even Black Caribbean, but like Caribbean culture wherever is just like, come on in. Like they're just like that. Indian folks are just like that. Like they're just like, come on in, fucking eat the food, all this stuff. And it's interesting because I do see a profound difference in being in situations like this, because I've been in these type of situations. It's not the wall. The wall is much harder to penetrate. It just does. From a first time meeting situation. I don't think if this movie was Tyler around a bunch of Puerto Ricans, it'd be the same thing at all.
No.
Like, I just don't think it would be.
He'd probably feel way more comfortable, first of all.
They probably would.
Yeah.
And I don't even mean like Puerto Ricans from New York, right? Because then it would be no problem. But like legitimately,
like,
like,
my nigga?
I'd be like, is that okay? Like,
All right, Miro.
No, he's Dominican. No, if you're Dominican, you can say it. I think rap rules have established that. And suddenly now Mexicans can say it.
Look, I don't know the rules.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, when I was a kid, when I first moved to
I was a boy.
When I was a boy, yeah, I first moved.
Shut up, Kingpin. Just tell the story.
This story before, the only people that I was around were white folks, so I kind of had to make friends with white kids because I was like the only. It was my brother, JR, and Alex. Alex was half black, half Russian, and I think I may have told the story before. Yeah, his father wasn't around. It was fucked up, man. His mom was Russian, with a Russian accent. It was bizarre. But
Das Vidanya.
like, yeah, I had to make friends, and I sort of did. But what I found was that I always had to be on guard, because if something happened that wasn't my fault, or if some kind of trouble or anything like stirred, they would look at me first.
100%.
I was the troublemaker, which I wasn't, but I was the black kid.
Yeah. No, I've experienced that too.
So I was automatically the one that I was the one that. So I had to come up with different ways to like distance myself from these crazy motherfuckers when they did stupid shit that white kids do. Like, kids do stupid shit, but like white kids, like they have privileged like ingrained into them. Yeah, and they just do whatever the fuck they want, and they apparently don't suffer consequences. Like, so I had to I had to come up with ways to like get away from them.
Yeah,
so
you end up having to separate yourself from your own friends.
Yeah, so I wouldn't get in, like, if they did some crazy shit, like I would be like, nah, no, fuck that. I'm not getting in trouble with you motherfuckers, because I'm going to get in more trouble than you because I'm black.
Absolutely.
So like things like that throughout my life, and like meeting white people that have like been racist towards me, like outwardly, like, nah, yo, I don't have time for this shit. I don't.
Yeah. No,
I just don't. And that's why I would have loved, like, this one right here, fuck that. I'm leaving. Like, just because of Caleb Landry racist or whatever the fuck his name is, I'd have left. Like, dead ass serious. I'd have just been like, no. I don't trust this nigga.
This feels very uncomfortable to me.
I am very uncomfortable. I'm going to go ahead and go back to like New York City. I'd have just left. Like, that sounds crazy, but nope. I don't trust that.
I don't think it sounds that crazy.
Yeah, it would be specifically him as soon as he
yeah, no,
as soon as
like,
he hopped
even
out the
me
truck, looking like a scarecrow. Like, no, I don't trust you.
You know what? Caleb Landry Jones for the Scarecrow in a new Batman movie. I'm not against
the
this.
Scarecrow more like the Wiz, because did you see how he hopped out the truck and his legs was kind of like that's what he looked. I was like, yeah, that was really weird. But yeah, nah, there's
his hollow bones like a bird.
Yeah, this situation, I wouldn't have let it get past the meeting. The meet and greet, the meet cute.
Like, that is not a meet cute at all.
That is a really bizarre meet cute.
I don't like any of
this. Like, again, it's nah. That's why this is my nightmare scenario. They're trying to fit in with these motherfuckers. It's not going to work.
No,
and I'm pretty. And
he's not some like rigid, particularly rigid guy.
Right? He's not. He's just like he's trying.
He's trying.
He's did way more than what I would have done.
Yeah,
way more. I wouldn't even hug that white woman. Like, I'm like, no, back up. Like, leave me alone. Nah.
Turns out she understands you more than you know.
Yeah, apparently.
More on that later. Nigga, that reveal, I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, what's his name coming? Oh. I thought Reggie Cathy was going to come in and be like, I'll save your brother from all this whiteness. Like, nah, you sleeping with the enemy, nigga. Like, what the
fuck? He was like, get the fuck out of my
head. He was like, nah, who was this nigga? Like, that shit was funny. I did kind of laugh. Like,
look, that whole scene.
I don't trust this nigga right now. Like,
you know how they are. He's like, wait, what? Like, you've been up in the mountains too long, Reggie. What's going on?
So yeah, he takes his opportunity. He sees everybody being white, right? He takes his opportunity to go pick up their glasses and shit just to try and get. I wouldn't have done all that. Like, I'd have just rolled out.
Right, but he's just trying to do something to get him out of that room. I totally understand.
I get it.
Yeah.
I ain't picking up nobody's fucking garbage. Like, no.
Yeah, you don't even
recycle. I'm not your maid.
Yeah, I'm just leaving.
Yeah, you don't even recycle.
Nah, fuck recycling. Shit don't work, yo. It don't work. Eventually.
Bringing a son into the world is just going to be on fire. You don't even care. Put a can in the other trash can just for once.
Yeah, but then how do you know that recycle bin is going to a recycling center?
How do you know the earth isn't flat? Like,
exactly. I've seen pictures of the earth. I haven't seen a picture of a recycling center.
Google it, they exist.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
Mike is like, no, I don't.
Don't fit my narrative.
Yeah, let me live in my own ignorance. I've never seen a recycling center.
Eventually,
there's your subtitle for this episode.
Eventually, Tyler starts chatting up with Pete and tells him that he's probably going to go to bed early. And then he kind of like fake sleeps.
Yo, he was doing all the black prep. He put the fucking pomade in there.
Yeah, I like this scene because he was like brushed his hair and then he put the pomade in his hair. He was about to put the do-rag on, but he was like, no, that's too black.
That's too black.
And then he put it back in his bag. I'm like, see? Can't be yourself, yo.
Yeah.
But why?
To go to sleep.
Why? Like what? Like that? Like that's his fault. Like
Yeah,
his hair is fucked up. That's his fault.
Yeah,
Like you can't blame the white people for him not putting a do-rag on,
Right.
you know?
I definitely don't blame. Like, I don't blame the white guys. Yeah, they weren't like, you better not wear that do-rag down here, nigga. Like,
right.
like that would be a wild statement, right? Like, that's not like that happened, but he feels so uncomfortable that it's such a pointless thing to do, but I guess I mentally understand the gymnastics of it. Like, he doesn't want to appear as any different from them. I'm like, you're black. You can't be physically any different from them. But it's just, he probably is trying to do that, like, the fucking Drax thing. Like, if I don't move, then I'm invisible. Like, if I don't give them any more visual things to differentiate myself from them, then they won't focus on me, right? And I think that's what it is. It's a mental gymnastic that doesn't make any sense, but that's what it is, right? Or at least that's my opinion of what it is. And then even he goes, like, later on, he's like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting.
In the morning, Tyler takes the dog for a walk and to play a game of fetch. He goes back to the house. One of the guys, Nico, who kind of runs this place, owns this place. He wakes up and he and Tyler start talking, and they start making breakfast. And Tyler's a chef, right? So apparently he could throw down. And everybody's eating breakfast, and they get to the great grits debate. That
well, before
was very
you continue,
popular.
you skipped over the part where he was actually playing fetch with the dog. There was a scene where he was playing fetch with the dog, but right before it cuts back to when he goes into the house with Nico, he makes like this face, and I didn't get it. Was there he does like this laugh, like, what am I doing here type thing? And I felt like there was a reason why the director did that, but I don't know why. Did anybody catch it?
No.
You didn't catch it at all? Like, he was playing, I thought the dog was going to run off and it was going to be an issue. Personally. Like, the dog
I thought that too when he went
with the fucking bone, with the stick, and he was going to have to run after it and lose it.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been a bit of an issue.
But then it's like, no. That would be interesting.
I mean, I guess the only way I could read that this scene, the reason why this scene is even there, is because the only respite he gets
is to play with a dog.
Is to play with, like,
I don't
It's
trust
not
him.
even a black dog.
It's a white
It's a
dog with like
white
a brown
dog.
spot.
Yeah, I like that dog though. Dog's cute, but looks like a boxer. He's fat though. But
You don't even like fat dogs.
shut up. Shut the fuck up. It's true. No, that's fine. No, but I think his only respite is to actually not be interacting with human beings, which I think says a lot about the situation he's in. That's the only thing I could read as to the purpose of that scene.
And that's kind of what I got, but like, I didn't necessarily, I was like, is that it?
Yeah, I
said that a lot in this movie. Is that it?
like looking at the scene. I see the smile thing you're doing.
Yeah,
That you're
like,
talking about. Yeah, I'm not sure it means really anything. Just like, like this is the most fun I've had. It's
Play with this fucking dog.
Yeah, it's probably it. And if he's a black dude, since it's not a pit bull, he was probably thinking, "Damn, I can't believe I even like dogs."
He probably thought it was a pit.
Yeah, he got disappointed when he found out it wasn't.
Yeah, because that's all that black people buy, apparently.
He was like, "Yo, is this a Rottweiler?"
Right. And that's the other one they buy.
Is it a Doberman?
Here's a piece of trivia. A Rottweiler is the reason why I don't like dogs. A Rottweiler decided to jump on top of my 9-year-old ass and have its way with me and bite me in the fucking head. Fuck you, Keanu. Piece of shit ass dog.
Here's another a bit of trivia for this show. I love Rottweilers for this very reason. I own that Rottweiler, and I made it attack Micah. That's a true story. That's not made up at all.
They're eating breakfast, and they get to the great grits debate that was popular a couple years ago. Whether or not you put sugar or salt on your grits.
So
Yeah,
Sugar.
savory grits, my nigga.
I put sugar on my grits.
You fucking would.
Weirdo.
Don't raise your son to be a bitch ass nigga. Sugar on his grits. Don't do that.
Sugar, really?
Yeah, I put
Sugar and
I
fucking
put sugar in
cream
my
of
grits.
wheat. Or like,
Yeah, that's what I put sugar in. Cream of wheat.
you don't know the damn difference?
Oh yeah, grits. Yeah, no, I don't.
Grits
I don't
are-
put. I put cheese in my grits.
Yeah, cheese.
Yeah,
is
that's
Yeah, I put
man.
cheese in my
and salt,
grits,
like a little
and
bit of
salt and sugar in my cream of wheat. That's what I.
Okay, all right.
Oh, okay.
Now you can have a kid.
all right.
Like, woo.
I don't eat a lot of grits. I eat mostly cream of wheat in the morning, and when I have like
You
shrimp
eat cream
and
of wheat
grits.
like often?
not daily, but
Oh, I was
I
like,
eat more than I
You eat
have.
more cream of wheat than grits?
Yeah, I don't have a lot of grits.
I eat cream of rice on occasion. It's made by the same people, but it's just rice.
Yeah, it's just rice.
I was like, what the fuck is cream of rice? Yeah.
Yeah, you can find it at a grocery store. It's right next to cream of wheat.
Oh,
It's fucking delicious.
okay.
It's good. You should try it. You're not going to.
Probably not. I'll stick with the grits.
You can put sugar in cream of rice. No, don't do that. I'm kidding.
That doesn't sound like sugar rice. No. That's ew.
No, but the sweet versus savory grits. Look,
Yeah,
savory
Tyler-
grits are the correct
Yeah,
answer.
Tyler put sugar in his grits. Like, nigga, you deserve everything you get.
I kind of thought that. I was like, I hope they kill you out in the woods. One lesson, you motherfuckers out there. Throw your ass right in a river. Get out of here. Also, white guys drink a lot. Like, they got fucking
Like, you want Irish
destroyed.
coffee? What the fuck, nigga? It's 9 in the morning.
I didn't
When are you
know.
supposed to have coffee?
I didn't know what an Irish coffee was until I saw them pour, like, I'm assuming it's some brand
It's
of
whiskey.
Yeah.
in their coffee cups. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, yo.
But all
You
it
talk
tells
about the Irish people don't have their own culture. That's their culture.
No,
Get
Irish people,
sloshed.
no, Irish people have their own culture. Absolutely. It's called liver failure. It's like, but they ain't got a culture. I'm just fucking with you.
Fuck lives off of whiskey and potatoes. Like, how have your people survived?
Because you can make vodka out of potatoes too. Everything they
Christ.
eat or drink becomes alcohol at some point.
God damn.
Yeah. No. Like, I'm not gonna get fucking just destroyed the night before, feel terrible, wake up and be like, hey, you want some Irish coffee? No, I really don't. I'd like a cup of coffee, like a normal person.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
So the great grist debate, right? Like Tyler pulls up this whole because Tyler's like, oh yeah, it's a big deal in my social circle, right? And he pulls up
In my community.
right? And he pulls up a bunch of memes, that are essentially black versus white when it comes to sugar versus salt, and again, like I thought this was going to lead to some sort of debate on race. Like, it's like, oh, what is this? This one person's a Rachel Dolezal. Well, I guess I'm a Rachel Dolezal. All right, let's eat. Like,
Yeah.
like it didn't like.
Yeah, I agree with you largely, but I think that what fucked the conversation up was he was actually connecting with them, and then the other friends came in at the same time. Remember? And they fucking killed the conversation because they were all laughing about it. And they were like, oh yeah, they were going back and forth. And then fucking Eli, the guy from Marvelous Miss Maisel, he comes in, him and his buddies, and then it gets cut again, right? Like, as he's trying to move into this group of guys and like being accepted, more guys come in and push him out.
I thought somebody was gonna make some smart ass comment, like the guy that called him Tyrel or whatever. I thought that guy was gonna make some smart ass comment about like, oh well, what's the difference, right? Like, why is one good and the other bad? Because that's essentially what that meme is, right? One is good, black, and one is bad, white, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't.
Savory good.
They didn't.
Black people.
They didn't get into
Sweet
that.
white people.
They,
Terrible.
like they didn't get into any of that, right? Like it just. Just an
I hear you.
opportunity that to speak on something that just no.
I get. Were you looking for something that was just a little bit more blatant in its sort of racism?
I mean, not necessarily blatant. Like, talk about it. Talk about it. I just want you to talk about
But
it.
people don't.
Yeah.
That's the problem. People don't. It'd be nice if they did. Not like the next movie we're gonna do. Everybody talking about it.
It didn't make for an interesting movie. Is basically
Yeah, and that's my thing. Is just that, like, I get that this is real life, and I get that this is the most accurate representation of what would actually happen in this situation.
Do you think question, by the way, I'm sorry to cut you off. You made a point about it, the director not being black. Do you find it interesting that he was able to nail this? Like, whether if not you guys found it entertaining or not, that's a completely different conversation. But the fact that he seemed to nail the black experience in these kind of situations.
I don't think it's surprising because he's also gay.
I was about to say the fact that he's gay probably makes it a lot easier.
Okay,
Right.
that's a fair point. I didn't think about that. Yeah, I mean, like, we all, have differencing of opinions as far as the quality of the movie, but it's kind of interesting that he was able to get that sort of uncomfortability and everything else.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
2 more guys show up, and everyone toasts to Pete for his birthday. It's his birthday.
Yeah, fuck Pete.
The guys go outside in the cold to do some exercises, and Tyler doesn't want to do it because Tyler's black.
No, yeah, I don't believe in exercise. Fuck out.
Oh, I was thinking, because it's cold out.
Well, that too. Like they didn't even want to do like bench press or nothing. They're trying to do cardio.
Tyler gets visibly upset and at John, and John confronts him about it later. He's like, "Yo, what's up, man? Like, you're gonna bite my head off like you did earlier?" And Tyler's like, "Why you gotta look, man? Like, I'm trying. Like, why you gotta make it even more weirder than it already is?"
Yeah, he was like, "Why is it weird?"
Yeah, and
Like,
then
I don't have an
again-
hour to explain this to you.
And again, why is it weird? It's a perfect opportunity to fucking get some
dig
real
in.
interesting dialogue. And it's just like, oh, nah, man, I guess it's not that weird. Let's go to the house. Like, what the fuck, y'all? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Shit is so frustrating, man. And I think I'm mad just because I got duped by the trailers. You know what I mean?
I don't know why you thought it was a supernatural element.
No, I didn't think it was going to be like a supernatural element, but the way people are talking about this, like, this is the best satire on race relations.
Satire?
Yo, people say
it's not satire at all.
People say satire.
Yeah, it's not satire.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it does not. A tense social satire about race. EW.com.
No.
Fuck you. No, it's not.
It's not satire.
They white.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they are. Isn't this a hilarious satire? No. No, it's not.
Nico gives the guys a tour of the house that he is renovating. Tyler sneaks off to check his phone, but he sees that there's no service. And the other guys are like, "Hey, what you doing in the baby room, bro? Come on in and, hang out."
Yeah. When they're like talking about like, oh, he's going to do all these renovations and everything else. Like the conversation turns where everyone's like, yeah, that's what you would do, and this is how much money you would make, and all this other stuff. Again, he's just kind of like, yeah, I don't have the money to do those things. So he's, I guess, is trying to further show that he's othered. This scene didn't really work for me. Like, I'm just kind of like, I didn't really care about any of this.
A new guy named Alan shows up with a Trump pinata for everyone to beat up on. Alan makes it a point to say, especially you, Tyler. And I'm like,
This is Michael Cera's character.
yeah, this is Michael Cera's character. I'm like, all right, maybe Michael Cera's going to be the dickhead, right?
No, Michael Cera is the white guy that he was like, oh, thank God you're here.
Yeah.
Because
he's
you get it.
He's the Jewish guy, right? Like he's another subsect of whiteness that people dislike, and he actually really takes to Alan because Jews are funny, and like
He's the funniest character in the movie.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
I would swear up and down that Brad is Jewish. We get along so well, but he's not.
His last name. What is he?
Polish, I think.
Oh, it's mad Polish.
Yeah, because it's like 2 words with like 1 vowel in between them.
And then like some of the letters are capitalized and some of them aren't.
Right.
Nah, nice try, Brad. Nah, you need a Berg in there to get you through.
Right. Brad's last name is like Van or some shit like that. However you spell, that's his name. That's his last name.
It's a fact. He's not going to hear this. Michael Cera's character is rich as well.
Yeah, because he took an Uber all the way up to the Catskills from New York City.
That's a fucking drive. What do you say? It was a 3-hour drive or some shit like that?
That's crazy.
Yo, if I'm that Uber driver, I'm like, get the fuck out of my car. I ain't going all the way up there.
I'm like, the rates are higher. Let's get this money. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo,
You can sit in that dumbass mask for 3 hours all you want. I don't give a fuck. Give me my money at the end.
How much that is for a 3-hour drive in an Uber? That shit got to be like $150, $200, if not more.
It's probably
Way
more
more
than
than
that.
that.
Better
actually.
be way more than that.
Yeah, just for gas.
It's 3 hours, yo.
With Michael Cera in the car. No.
It's like driving from here to New York in an Uber.
Yeah. Nah, yo. Because then I got
It's
to
probably
drive
like
back.
It's probably like $1,800.
You serious?
Yeah, probably.
I would take that. I would drive that nigga.
Again, this is what I'm saying. Fuck yeah.
Nah, yo.
Catch a couple Ubers on the way back. Yeah, you good.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good,
You
yo.
made it. Yeah.
Couple grand, man. Fuck out of here.
For fucking like 6 hours worth of work.
Yeah, you take Michael Cera's money. I would.
Alan comes into, everybody goes inside. Alan comes in wearing an all black wetsuit and remarks that Tyler isn't the only black man here. Am I right? It's like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up, yo.
Yeah, the joke wasn't funny.
It wasn't. And no, you putting on black skin doesn't make you, putting on a black suit doesn't make you black, right?
Yeah, and he's trying hard to just be like,
And at this point, this is when he starts drinking.
yeah,
Because he's like, yo, this is not working out. Let me just get as drunk as I possibly can.
yeah, he's just trying to not only fit in, but just trying to like forget.
Trying to cope, I guess.
Yeah,
Again.
it's a coping mechanism.
Leave.
Yeah, I'd have just left. But then there wouldn't be a movie. So,
No, I don't do shots either. I'm not 21. Get the fuck out of my face.
now what is what? All right, pause.
Oh, here we go.
What's the deal?
Questions in drinking by Micah.
What's the deal with shots, right? Like, is the alcohol content in whatever is in a shot so high that you can't just drink a glass of it?
No, it's you could drink a glass of it, but the faster you're drinking, like, because people,
you
one,
throw it
it's
back.
pure, right? So it's generally unless you're like a 18-year-old girl on her fucking birthday, like most shots are like whiskey or something like that. So you just because you're drinking fast, it just hits your bloodstream really quick. Like you're generally sipping on a beer or sipping on a drink or whatever. You're taking your time. That you're just fucking taking that shit to the head. Like it's not a good idea to drink like that.
But like when the rest of these people like are chugging beers, is that the same as taking a shot?
Yeah, if you chug beers, you're gonna get drunk faster than sipping on beer. Absolutely.
Okay.
And beer has far less alcohol content than whiskey.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
There's part in this movie that's coming up. This is unacceptable to me.
The guys go down to the local swimming hole, and Alan jumps in, and he realizes that, surprise, it's cold. Like, you're in the mountains.
He made a bet with somebody to do it, and that's why they were videotaping it. I'm not jumping in I can't say that. I did the Special Olympics.
You did the polar bear plunge?
I've done it before. Yeah.
Woo! You are a caring person.
Yeah.
I'll just give you money.
Yeah. I raised $500 for Special.
Nah, if I was inclined, I would just give them $500.
I have a wetsuit. It's really cold.
Nah,
I can imagine.
Drank a lot that morning. Like a lot. Like, no, you gotta do the fucking hobo coat, which is just drink whiskey until you don't feel that shit anymore, and then jump in the water and immediately sober up. Oh shit, what have I done? I hope these people appreciate it. I have to go home now. Yeah, it was cool. It was fun, and I did that with a bunch of black folks and Iranian folks. So, we do dumb shit too for charity. This nigga's just doing it for a bet. But
yeah,
no.
That's the difference. You're doing it to help people. They're doing it to laugh at their friend.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Tyler seemed
I mean, who do you think came up with the polar bear punch? You think it was black people?
It certainly wasn't, because it involved getting in water.
Do I have to put my whole head in? I just got my head done. I'm like, nah. You just do your shoulders. It's fine.
Tyler seems to really befriend Alan, and he loosens up a bit. Later, we cut to them back at the house, and Tyler is visibly drunk, and he is getting belligerent to the point where his friend John looks to be a bit concerned. Tyler sits down to play a drinking game with Pete, and Dylan comes over and tells him, "Look, maybe you should drink some water, yo."
This? No. Look, I'm right here with you, Terrence.
Oh, this isn't something that you drunks do?
No,
Hey, here's a good idea for a game. Let's just punch each other in the face.
This is how niggas get into a fist fight. But the thing is, people do this, and this isn't just white guys. Nah, yo, we're not doing this. Because I know myself, I'm going to get an attitude real quick. Right? Look, there are many things that people may or may not know about me. Slapping me is not an acceptable thing. I don't give a fuck if you're drunk or not drunk. You're going to get punched in the mouth. You will. Don't put your fucking hands on me. Yo. Like, I don't like that shit.
What do they call it? Whiskey slap or some shit like that?
Yeah, whiskey slap. Where apparently you drink and the other person smacks you, and then
immediately
they drink,
after you take the shot,
and like, what does that do for you?
They just drunk. They're just drunk.
Do for you.
When you get really, this is why you don't do shots. Okay, this is why.
This is why you don't drink. Period, yo.
I don't know about that, but it's just calm down, Hitler. But like, no, no, yo. Hey, let's play a game where I smack you across the face. How about we play a game where I shoot you in the face? How about that? You don't have to drink at all. But I had two friends who are both not white that got drunk at a bar once. And you know that game that people play where you put your fucking hands out and the other person has their hands on top and you try to like hit their hand before they move their hand away? They were doing it and they got drunk and they did it to the point where the guy broke bones in his hand. Yeah. Because guys are dumb. Guys, I'm dumb.
Drinking sounds really fun, guys. Drinking sounds real fun. I feel like I'm really missing out.
It's not that fun in your 20s. It's not that fun in your 20s when you're retarded. Like, it's just not. You know when drinking is fun? When you're in your 30s, you go, yeah, you know what drinking a game I'm going to do? I'm going to drink a little bit. I'll fuck my wife. I'm going to go to bed. Yeah, it's a great game. What a game. We'll play tomorrow. It's awesome. Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? Like, no, you're not slapping me across the face. We get like what happened in this scene where they get into it and they start wrestling. No, like it wouldn't be no wrestling. I'm gonna punch you in the mouth, dude. Because like Tyler was trying to be nice. He was like, I got you a little smack in the face, and then Pete was lying.
Pete slapped the shit out of him. I'm like, well, we gotta fight.
I mean, like, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Nah, we gonna fight right now.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
They play around and. Tyler is spiraling out of control. Tyler hits Pete with a clenched fist, and then Pete all of a sudden says, "Fuck you, nigger, I didn't invite you anyway." And then he fucking hits Tyler, and then there's a big fucking brouhaha. Oh, wait, none of that happened because it would have been fucking interesting. No, you know what happened? Fucking Nico comes in and tells everybody, yo, you breaking my shit, chill out. Tyler goes off and he gives a drunken apology. Pete goes off and he's like, hey, everybody, let's fucking have fun. Tyler goes to sober up in the shower. Pete comes in the shower to take a piss. And they're like, hey, you know, ain't no hard feelings about that little scuffle we were in. No, ain't no hard feelings, bro. Okay, cool. Good night.
I'd have fucked them up anyway. Also, you don't walk in the bathroom taking a piss while I'm in there, my nigga. Like, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if this your house.
Nah, that's way too familiar for me.
Yeah. Nah, yo.
Also, that nigga didn't wash his hands before. Like,
yeah,
he's the rat king.
He was like, hey, we good?
Like,
nah, we're not good, my nigga. At least put your hands under this hot shower right now. Let's burn them bitches. Like, no, you girls, dirty.
Everybody sits down and eat, and Pete gives a heartfelt toast to his friends. He's like, bro, I appreciate every one of you. When I was down on my luck and my family was murdered by this other black guy and he tried to kill me with a pool ball, and he killed my dad with deer antlers, and you guys were there for me, and I appreciate it. And then
that would be hilarious if this was the same character. Like, he just made it out and shit. He just was like, I'm just gonna hang with my buddies this weekend.
The guys then play the piñata game with a machete.
Again, no.
As Tyler gives a drunken apology to both John and Nico. It's Tyler's turn, but he's too drunk, and then he goes upstairs, takes a shower.
Did you catch the fact that the thing that they were covering their face when they were doing the piñata was an
American flag,
a black and white American flag?
Wasn't a black and white flag?
Yes. Yeah, it was.
I thought it was something different. Yeah. I thought it was. Oh no, you're right. It's a black and white flag.
Yeah.
All right,
which I think is important there. But Yeah, he feels uncomfortable about it.
Well, and he can't do it because he's too
drunk.
lit, as the children say.
Just don't do that.
The children say that term, right?
Yes, but those children actually drink, so you're not allowed to say that.
The children are light. This is light, right? You spelled light wrong, guys.
Fucking post millennials. Then they burn a picture of fucking the Virgin
so the
Mary.
guys are talking about religion.
This is my favorite part.
The guys are talking about religion, and Tyler looks upset. I wonder if Tyler's religious. You don't know because it's never brought up. Like, not even hinted at. Like, let him have a cross on or something.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
But he looks. Jason Mitchell was looking mad upset watching them burn the picture of the Virgin Mary. I was like, "What you worried about, dog? None of that shit happened."
And one of the guys wants to burn the paintings, and John tells Tyler not to take it too seriously because these guys just like to burn shit. That's what I'm talking about when I say white shit.
That's
white shit, yo.
I'm not just burning photos of religious characters.
Shit,
like they just see. Look, I don't
That's what
believe
the
in
Nazis did, yo.
Yeah,
like they burned art.
Yeah,
like come on, man.
Yeah, that's a weird, but again, that's a weird privilege thing of like, oh, someone painted that, someone paid for that. Who cares?
Yeah, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't believe in burning art.
All right.
It seems weird.
The guy starts singing, it's the end of the world as we know it. And
another REM song.
And Tyler slinks away. Is there a reason why REM is getting so much pub?
I don't know. I mean, they're a good band. They haven't really had a hit in a long time.
They haven't had a new song in the last 20 years.
I mean, is REM the band like is there something about them that you think that there's a specific reason why they're in this film?
Looking at the age of the white guys, this would have been really like solidly in their high school life.
But nothing like politically or nothing like
REM though.
Okay, so it's not even on a...
It's just the music of their youth. It's just the music of their youth.
All right. Tyler slinks away when these heathens are burning religious symbols.
Would you be offended if that happened and you were a party? Take white guys out of it or whatever. If you were just burning pictures of Jesus.
I would be offended that people are burning shit.
But I mean specifically of religious iconography.
Specifically of not offended, but I wouldn't like it. Like, is it because it's art or because it's religious?
Because it's religious.
Yeah.
Let's say you came to my house and I was burning pictures of Jesus.
Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you burning pictures of that hobo? Because that's obviously not Jesus. Because I'm in your house, right?
Yeah.
But if you one day decided,
that would be such a weird thing for me to do. I gotta go to the thrift store.
It would be like if you decided one day that you just wanted to burn a Bible.
That's really weird.
Yeah, that's really weird, and it's disrespectful. Yes, I would be offended by that shit because
I feel like you would be.
I get that that's not your thing, but you don't have to. Yeah, this isn't my thing, so it doesn't need to be here anymore. Like that's what Nazis did, yo. I don't like the Judaism isn't my thing, so let's just burn all the Jews. Because like, what the fuck?
You could just let them leave. Like, nah, fuck that. I might have to see them one day.
So yeah, I would be offended by that.
No, I was just wondering. Yeah, just note this all. Huh.
Note to self. What you planning on?
You ain't gonna look. You taking time off. Maybe I just put a bin here where I just burn religious artifacts.
Note
on the weeks that you're not here.
Burn Jesus in Micah's chair.
Yeah, in effigy. I'll get like a Jesus pinata. I'll just hang it from the ceiling, just right there. That'd be weird. He's the third seat. It's not a big deal, Micah. It's not a big deal. Stop getting offended.
Tyler's like, all right, these niggas are burning shit. Like,
this is the one he was like,
this was like his line. Like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, okay.
He had a Micah moment. He was like, yo, this is unacceptable.
Yeah, and he did just what I did, what I have done. Just quietly pack my shit and leave. Fuck that.
He was like, hey, you see my jacket?
Right.
He wasn't trying to make a whole lot of noise. But I was like, no, seriously. You see my jacket? Like, no, I'm going to hold on to it. Cool, I'm going to take your jacket. I got to go.
Right. And I did the same shit. If you got my jacket, I got your jacket.
Nigga, that jacket had rabbit fur on it. I'd be like, yoink, this shit is warm.
He grabs his bag, tries to find his jacket. Alan's got it. Somebody throws him Alan's jacket. Tyler heads outside, away from the group. He tries to get into his car, but he sees he's boxed in. Nah, yo, I'd have been bam, 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 bam. Like I'd have left, yo. I'd have left. That car was nice.
He had enough room.
Yeah, he had plenty of room.
I was like, you don't know how to drive, dog.
And his car is not that nice.
It's like a Toyota Corolla or something.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Those things are indestructible.
Yeah, it's like a Nokia phone if it was a car.
Yeah.
Just get the fuck out of there.
So apparently Tyler doesn't know how to drive, so he heads out on foot.
And he's super drunk.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that shit. You saw Al. So Uber exists in this world. Guess what I would have did? I'd have called a fucking Uber.
To drive you back to the city?
Apparently.
Nigga, I ain't got $1,800.
Get one of you motherfuckers to do it. Y'all will do it.
Nigga, don't call me. You got $1,800. You got
if you were
how much
Uber,
you got?
If you just said
Yeah, if
you were
I was an Uber driver.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's true.
So
not as me, Jay, because you call me. You got $1,800 for me to come up there?
I'm saying if you would do it, an Uber driver would do it.
Oh yeah,
And I'd have called an Uber and got the hell out of there. But no, he doesn't think like that. I'll assume it's because he's drunk.
Yeah, your mind isn't working at full capacity.
Man, this whole drinking thing sounds great. And Tyler heads out on foot. He hears a bunch of music at another house, and he goes there, and oh shit, it's Sylvia's house. Sylvia lets Tyler come in, and he explains the situation, and Tyler meets Sylvia's black husband and their son, Devon.
Oh yeah, it's like a black ass name too.
Yeah, damn. And Reggie Cathy's character's name is Reggie. And
Reg E. Cathy.
Right. Reginald E. Cathy, his character's name is Reggie Cathy. Or Reggie. And like you said earlier, Reggie Cathy was like, I'm not leaving you here with this drunk nigga. Like, fuck out of here.
Was like,
You fucking crazy.
who is this?
It's like, oh, but he's just a black man who needs help. Like, yeah, I'm a black man. I know what he's thinking. He wants some of that sweet white booty. It's all mine. Like,
Nah, bro. You good.
You are A-okay.
This is his last one, by the way.
Yeah, this is man. Wow, what a terrible way to go.
Oh, I don't think so. Now look, I gotta say, him play because he plays the saxophone. Him playing the saxophone to get him to leave was one of the fucking funniest things I've ever seen.
Yo.
It was like, I need you. I think I should go. Get the fuck out of here.
Like, get out of my fucking house.
Yo, Reggie Cathy was a fucking real asshole. That shit was great.
He's like, yeah, I think that's a good idea.
And then he left, and he went and put some ribs on for Frank right after this. Goddamn shame.
So yeah, like you said, he leaves out on foot, and he tries to call someone. He's walking. He tries to call someone, and John finds him. John drives up and finds him and says why he has all this stuff trying to sneak away. And Tyler sobs, and he tells John that he's drunk. And
no shit, buddy.
Yeah. And John and Pete take Tyler back so he could sleep it off. And then the next morning, the guys are all downstairs eating, and Tyler comes down, and everybody gets ready to leave, and they take one last selfie picture. Tyler takes it, and he does a bad job because he cuts half his face off. And I'm assuming that's some sort of artistic, like, last minute othering. I assume that's what that's supposed to represent.
I wouldn't say othering, but before you get to that, when he goes to sleep, he puts his do-rag on, right? Because he's at that point where he's like, I don't really give a fuck what they think, right? So he puts the do-rag on. He comes down in the morning to eat breakfast. He's got the do-rag on. Do
you chalk that up to him growing as a character or him just being drunk?
No, he's not drunk in the morning.
No, he puts the right.
But
he puts
walks
the do-rag on in the morning. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right.
no, I think that's him.
Yeah, all right.
That's him saying like, this whole time I've been trying to make myself fit in by not being myself.
All right.
And so that's him coming to that realization. And it's funny because
I'm sorry, I'm looking at it. He puts it on at night.
He puts it on at night.
But he comes downstairs in the morning.
Yeah.
He doesn't forget it's on. He knows it's on.
You don't forget a do-rag.
No, all right. You don't forget a do-rag. All right, that's fine.
I mean, I've never worn a do-rag.
I get it.
You haven't?
All right, I'll.
Oh, I mean, like when you were younger, when you had hair. Like, I'm
I felt like that. I felt like that was kind of a cheap
like,
shot.
That was a cheap shot. You don't have any. Like, everybody knows you bald, nigga. What the fuck? Like,
I mean, you got to wear one of them beard do-rags now.
If I wear one of those, if you see one of your friends wearing one of those, you beat the shit out of them at night. You just run up and you just stomp their chest until they stop breathing. Like, nah, that's not acceptable. Don't wear no beard do-rag. And the guy who came up with that, you ain't shit. You just try to sell niggas bullshit because you know they'll buy it. No, I never did. Like, I never tried to get waves. Like, that was never a thing for me.
oh, okay.
I had waves once, and then I realized
Like one time?
Yeah, well, that shit is just too much work. It's too much maintenance. No, yeah, it's too much.
Your hair is wavy. Do you wear a do-rag now?
I can't find mine.
Would you wear a do-rag regularly now? Or just in your youth? Oh, really?
At night when I go to sleep at night. Yeah.
I
can't
used
find
to.
it. I don't know what it is. But
When is the last time you wore
brushed my hair? Earlier this year.
Wow.
Like when I brush my hair, I kind of just wet it up, brush it, and then put whatever in it, and then just
Little
go.
pomade, little Murray's.
So right now it's kind of, I don't know.
I mean, look, it's better than what the fuck I'm rocking. Whenever you see me wear a hat on these shows, it's because I haven't cut my hair yet.
Yeah, me either. That's why my head's on.
Yeah.
I got the proto George Jefferson shit going on right now. Nah, I just haven't shaved my head. That's really fucking funny. See, I would have never done that. Nope. Just assume this is the general length all over. It's not a front. But what's funny is Michael Cera's like, oh shit, I never want to do rag. He was like, can I wear it?
No, he said he used to wear one in high school.
Oh, that's right.
What the fuck?
Yo, white guys wearing a do-rag is one of the
Like, I don't
silliest
like
things I've
that.
ever heard.
That's just weird to me. There's no reason for it.
But he was like, yo, if you give me this do-rag, you can have my coat.
Yeah,
it's
that
like,
coat was super yeah. Like,
you're right. Take it, nigga. You know, a do-rag, you get like 3 of them for $1.
Yo.
What are you talking about? Shit. Yo, nigga, that jacket had rabbit fur on it. Yo, I'm taking that coat.
he was like, what? There you go. I'll put it on for you, sir.
Yeah, let me tie it for you.
Crazy.
You want the shit in the front or you want it in the back?
No take backsies.
Yeah, like, nah.
All sales are final.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. So, yeah, then he does take the selfie. And I think the point of having it where he's cut out of it is that they are all a part of the same culture and he is only
Halfway there.
I think that's the point.
That's what I got.
Even the dog is in it. Even the dog made it all the way. And he didn't. So I think that was the point.
All right, that's fine. I understand that, and I get that. That's it.
Yeah, I liked the movie. I thought it was good.
Any last words, Terrence?
I'd have left. That's it. Like I wouldn't have made it this far. I just wouldn't.
You wouldn't have made it to Reggie Cathy's house?
Nah.
Can I come in? Burnt. No.
Like that woman, when they came with the gas can, and that motherfucker again, he'd have jumped out of the truck. I'm like, yo, this nigga's racist. I'm leaving.
Yo, this nigga's racist.
Like, this is weird. You know?
Yeah, white people with do-rags don't look right.
No, it's not a good look. Except for Vince McMahon, who obviously was wearing it very well.
This don't look right at all.
It doesn't make any sense. Can the white guys get waves?
I mean,
I guess.
I'm sure, like,
No.
Jewish people can
Have
maybe.
you seen white dudes with waves?
I've never seen a white dude with waves. Like finger waves in their hair?
I mean, like maybe from the 50s, right?
Yeah, but that's like heavy.
That's like
fucking,
mousse and gel.
Yeah,
shit.
like you got 4 cans of pomade and all sorts of other
Like
shit.
Google this shit. White man waves.
Oh, well, these are wiggers though. Like, I'm talking
still
about
white.
like,
Like, look at this.
I'm talking about like white guy.
Oh, that guy looks just like Drake. That don't count.
Yeah,
Nah,
I'm
that's
talking
Drake,
about
right?
white guy.
Isn't that Drake?
Yeah.
No, he's
And they're not really
fuck
waves. They more like,
Ripples?
low-lying current. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's weird that we're obsessed. Like people are obsessed with having waves in their hair. I just think it's fucking strange. It seems like a lot of work.
it's not really.
So you have to wet your hair, brush your hair.
Yo, you got to brush
Then-
your hair a lot, yo.
Do you?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
You
well,
don't?
I didn't. Like you just basically brush your hair and you put the do-rag on.
Yeah, but
And then when it dries up, it kind of like
But in fairness to
And also, I think it also depends on the type of hair you have.
right,
Well, I
you
gotta
had,
do
yeah,
that shit
you're mostly white, so your hair does that.
Right. You're a mixed,
I was just waiting to say.
you're a mixed breed, so
Octoroons have it a little easier than us purebloods.
you got the good hair, right?
Yeah, I got good hair. Some
Yeah,
people
look,
say.
look, your chin hair very straight, very white guyish.
Yeah,
Right.
it's kinda,
I've been having this shit grow for over a year, and this is as long as the shit gets.
Yeah, not Terrence.
that's
It is
unfortunate.
very unfortunate.
Well, I can't grow this long though. Like this is about as long as it's gonna get there, but here it can grow.
Mine don't do
That
that.
seems like some 12% shit right there.
I mean, I'm also I do have Native American.
Shut up, man. Shut the fuck up. You know what?
Gets a little
This episode is fucking over with. This episode is over. No, but I thought it was an interesting film. I dug it. You guys clearly didn't. But, you know, this goes to the...
Again,
we all agree. We always all agree on every movie, right? Isn't that what people say?
And look, I didn't hate it. It's not the worst movie. It's just not. I just was expecting more.
That's fair.
It's very uneventful, if you will.
I would argue that's absolutely true.
God damn.
All right. That's it. Any other parting words?
Nah.
No.
All right. That's it for episode 144 for Tyrel. And we will see you guys next week with a preview episode.
See ya.
Dated.
Bye. You're watching the Black on Black Cinema YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our full reviews of black movies, past and present. And every other week, we do a preview episode where we talk about a random topic that affects the black community.